Hello Stampers, this is Cynthia Larison, Paper Moonbeam, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Today is Sunday, February 28th, 2021. I want to remind you that you can still purchase the Paper Pumpkin All-Inclusive Kit for March 2021 all the way up to March 10th. The all-inclusive kit is available each month for $22 plus tax, shipping, and handling, and always comes with enough supplies to do everything you need to create an entire project array of cards and crafting. This month the adventure begins, and the card kit will have 8 cards and coordinating envelopes. It also includes 4 free stencils and a stamping sponge. So you can embrace a new exciting technique with this upcoming Paper Pumpkin Kit. And if you are interested, please go to my store at cynthialarison.stampinup.net and order today. When you do, please use the host code. This is the last day for this particular February host code, FC9CGR9A. And now I want to move on to talk to you about our catalogs quickly. We are rounding down today on the Bration catalog, that catalog that will allow you to have all kinds of free items when you purchase from both the mini catalog for January through June or the annual catalog with Stampin' Up. Now this project that we're going to do today includes and features items from both the mini catalog and the Bration free catalog. I want to showcase the wonderful Paper Bloom Designer Series paper, which comes in a 12 by 12 packet. As you can see, it's huge. It's got all kinds of possibilities, and as I usually do, I have cut this into 6 by 6 pieces so that you can see the designs and the colors a little bit better. All kinds of floral designs, even an abstract design, but all using colors that will go together very well. The colors in this paper pack and also for this project will be Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, Soft Seafoam, and Basic White. We have cardstock in each one of those colors that can be used to enhance your projects, and I just wanted to bring to your attention that on the back of each one of the paper packs each month there is a whole list of the colors in that series that are available, so you can color coordinate quite easily and know what kind of colors for ink, for the markers, and for the cardstock that you will need besides your designer series paper. As you can see, I have taken the liberty here to cut out some paper. With this designer series paper, the Paper Blooms, I am also using the coordinating stamp set and stamp dies, or die set. You can see that. These are called pierced blooms dies, And the reason they're called that is because they have, I don't know if you can see, they have little piercings all around. And when you stamp them out, they have a nice texture to them. So I've cut out a lot of these in the designer series style, and also this is with our cardstock in the same color family. This is the photopolymer stamp set, and there's actually several different blooms available with some messages. Congrats, you're so fancy now. You are amazing. You mean so much. And happy birthday. You really are the best. So we're going to look at this today. And also I have used in my project the stamp set that is called Happy Thoughts. This whole entire set has all kinds of sentiments that I thought were great, and with nice large print and fonts that really add to your cards and make them individual. Both of these stamp sets are available in the mini catalog from January through June. The Happy Thoughts stamp set is on page 28 and is $21. This happens to be a stamp set that is commemorating the $1 million seller Jackie Bolhuis. Pardon me. The next stamp set that I used that went and coordinated with the Paper Blooms Designer Series paper is the In Bloom stamps and the Pierced Blooms die. Now you can buy this in a bundle. This is going to be available all the way through June of 2028. But the Paper Blooms, the paper card Designer Series paper that I talked to you about, it's only going to be here the rest of today. So if you want this cardstock or this Designer Series paper, you'll have to buy it right away. I bought this in the bundle at $48.50, but you can purchase just the die set for $37 or the photopolymer stamp set for $17. When you buy the bundles, you always get a discount. So let's go ahead and get into this project. And again, I'll put these color families together. Now, the ink that I used to enhance my card was Night of Navy, and I will show you that here in just a little bit. Made a design I kind of cut apart to give us an option of using a lot of this cardstock that we have. I have several packets of this In Bloom Designer Series paper, and I wanted to use it efficiently, and I wanted to use a lot of it because I think it matches quite well with the stamp set and the die set. So let me go ahead and break this down a little bit for you, and I'm trying to do this quickly and succinctly so that we can keep moving on and I won't keep you too long. I have a piece of the Seaside spray cardstock, which I have cut at 5.5 by 4.25 inches. This is what I'm going to use as a base to make my card just a little more sturdy, because I'm using primarily the designer series paper, it is just a little bit less sturdy than the cardstock. But I wanted to use it, and I had a really good idea for doing that. I'm using the floral patterns. I also cut a piece of the designer series paper at 12 by 4, and maybe you can see this right here, 12 by 4, but I scored it at 1 inch, at 6.5 inches, and at 9.25 inches. Then I folded this first score back on itself and adhered it down with some of our liquid glue. Now this liquid glue is very sturdy and does a great job, but you don't need much. This is in the catalog. The number is 110755. This is in the annual catalog. Wonderful glue. I really like it. I have put it in a small bottle, and of course I have a little decorative pin in here to keep it from drying out, but I have a real tiny little tip there, and so when you see me using this, you will know that I have poured some of the mono liquid, and it's Tombow. A lot of people call this the green glue. So here is what's going to be the card base for today, and I'm going to use it vertically. Almost looks, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a matchbook, but I glued this down. I had a lot of ideas, and I've seen some really cute projects using this, but I thought this designer series paper was beautiful, and you can see how both sides really do coordinate quite well. And then of course all of the flowers go just wonderfully. That's the one thing about Stampin' Up! When you're doing your projects, everything coordinates so well. You're never going to be wondering what kind of color shades you should add to this. So moving on, the next thing for this project, this is the card base, and then, or this is the card that we're going to use, and then this is the base that we're going to use with it. Then on the inside for the sentiment, I cut a piece of basic white cardstock at 3 3/4 by 2 5/8, and I stamped again with the Happy Thoughts stamps. Just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. Now this is actually, I think, a sentiment that is perfect for us right now, since a lot of times we don't get to see our families and our friends as often as possible, but we should send them happy mail. The other piece that is going to go on the front of this card, and I'm going to adhere it something like this, is another piece of basic white cut at 3 by 3 1/4 inches, and I also stamped it, and this is all stamped in Night of Navy, Thinking of You. So the outside will say Thinking of You, and when you open it up, it's going to say, just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. So now let's get to putting this together, and I'll show you how easy these cards go together when you make your plans a little bit ahead of time. If you have any questions, these items will be listed, and the dimensions also will be listed in the information link of my YouTube channel at the end of this video. So now I've already cut this and scored it accordingly for time's sake. This is just 4 inches wide. It started out 12 inches long, but when I folded this back 1 inch on the first fold, as you can see, now it is a total of 11 inches. So I'm going to fold it. I'm going to fold this portion back, and I'm going to adhere it with the liquid glue. Now I thought this would also be a great way to make a card that would have a gift card pocket. If you did not fold this down, and if you made it this way, if you made it this way, you could leave this open. You could adhere these 2 sides, and you could insert a gift card. But today, this is a little bit of happy mail. So this kind of is the way our card is going to be. Now I thought it added a little stability and also just a touch of color to put it on this this cardstock, Seaside Spray cardstock. As I was making my video a little while ago, I had to start over about 3 or 4 times because I kept getting my tongue confused and tied up when I was trying to say on the portion when I was talking to you all about the paper pumpkin. I could not say stencils, and I must have started this about 4 or 5 times before I finally got it right and was able to say the word stencils in the string of words that I was talking to you about. So I didn't want to quite make it that confusing at the beginning of my video, but you'll have to just work with me here on my tongue. I've already worked 9 hours today, and I wanted to hurry up and make this video so that we could all talk about the In Bloom's designer series paper and these wonderful stamp sets that are available for us. So now we've got our card in, you can see this is the back. It gives it a little bit more stability, I think. You don't have to do that, but I just thought that was nice. And then I have also stamped this already, and this is going to fit right in here. You don't want to put it right up against your fold because it will impair the ease of your card folding down flat. But this is kind of, I trimmed it down into a card size that I thought would allow it to be covered with the flap, but yet still offer enough room to, you know, to write your name and maybe a little sentence or 2. But just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. So that's going to fold down like that. Now, the next thing that I want to bring your attention to is this piece that's going to fit right here on your card. I'm going to adhere that down, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what I did. I said it's a basic white piece of 3 1/4 by 3, but as you can see, or maybe you can't. I think you might be able to see it if I hold it up. Can you see the wonderful embossing? And I thought that it emulated the leaves on the inside portion of the card. So I got this embossing from the Stampin' Cut embossing folder that's called Greenery embossing folders. There are 2 folders in this set, and this is used with our new mini Stampin' Emboss machine. So you see how tiny and how cute it is? And I used this one. It is just a little bit less than 3.5 inches across, and the design portion is 6 inches wide. So what I did is I was actually able to cut this in half and use this for 2 cards. The other folder has another really nice design that almost looks like little leaves or almost like tweed. So anyway, that is the Stampin' Cut Emboss folder, Greenery embossing folders, and it goes with our new mini Stampin' Cut machine. Now, you can also use these folders with the regular Stampin' Cut emboss machine. Let's go ahead and adhere this down now. We're going to put this on the card, and I'm going to use, again, I'm going to use the green glue or the Tombow glue, and I'm only going to put glue on about the top third of this because I don't want it to glue the card up shut. So I'm doing it like this. And I'm actually, it would be perfect just like this. I'm kind of a minimalist, but I did want to use some of these wonderful dies that go together with this designer series paper. And so I cut out several of the blossoms. Let's see what we've got here. See if I can remember how I had originally thought these might look nice. There we go. And we're going to continue to glue these down after we set them up. I think I had one of them raised up with some dimensionals. And I don't know if I think I'm still in the frame of my camera. I just think these blossoms have so much potential that we can use for spring and summer. I think actually if you use different color families, they'll probably work for nice fall flowers as well. Stampin' Up! Always has very versatile, usable products that make it really nice for us to do our projects. I was thinking maybe something like this. This is where you can really begin to play with this and decide what you want to do. Now I'm going to pop this. This is this color of this large blossom is Seaside Foam, and I put a center with Night of Navy. So I'm going to pop that up with the dimensional and put it right here, not covering up my sentiment, but just hovering over the top part of it. And then I'll put this little flower, I'll tuck it in a little bit, but see how I'm just gonna let it go over the top of the basic white. And then this one, we will tuck in here. Now, oftentimes with design, to make them cohesive, they don't have to be perfect, but in a design, especially a small area like this, you want to have all the pieces basically touching one another. And then if you've got 3, that is an odd number. Your last piece, you can move down here and allow it to not quite be touching everything else. And this is the card. Thinking of you. Just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. Now, you could definitely put, I thought about putting ribbon across here, and I also thought about doing some, in fact, maybe I will. Let's see if I can get And again, stampers, this is live video. Live video from a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that, that has already worked her other job, hoping to not have to do that when I build my team and have you come along with me and become part of the Paper Moonbeam team. So get on board so that I can make more videos and make them in a more timely, organized manner. But I'm using some of these gems to put on the card just to make it sparkle a little bit more. And let's see where we want this. Like maybe one here. And then maybe the third one we'll put down here. And there you have it. You have a little sparkle. Always have to have a little sparkle on my cards. So just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. This would be a perfect card to send to a friend. Now there's you never want to have a card without an envelope that has been decorated. And so I wanted to do just a little bit of decorating here. And you know, I did not stamp on camera today because I knew by the time I got off work it would be getting a little bit late, and I want to get this in process so that you can place an order today and take advantage of the last day of celebration. But these are some blooms that are right from the In Bloom stamp set. And let's just see what happens here when we stamp these down. And I always kind of stamp things in the corner. And there you have it. You have your card and your envelope all ready for the recipient. All it needs is an address and a stamp. This is the Night of Navy. I really like this color a lot. I use this a lot with cards that you know, fit well with a blue or something besides the Memento Black. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about today is the capability of joining my team. If you would join my team today, you can do so for $99 plus tax. Shipping and handling is included, and you can choose $125 from either the annual catalog or the mini catalog. You can also, when you do that, take advantage of getting free items in the Celebration catalog. And when you do it by the end of today, you can pick your $125 worth of products, and as an addition, get an assortment of 5 6x6 stacks of the new designer series paper that will be coming out soon. So I would love to have you join my team, Paper Moonbeam. Go to my store, cynthialarison.stampinup.net, and use the host code FC9CGR9A, and let's have some fun this year. I want to thank you all for joining me today, and also humoring me while I made several little online bloopers. You know, I wonder if at the end of the year we should have a blooper video so that everybody can see the things that that happen when you are putting a video together with haste. And although I had made plans to do this with my work schedule, my other work schedule, I was not able to do this. So I thank you all for your kindness, your generosity, your attention, and certainly do hope that you would like to join me as a team member, or even maybe become a demonstrator yourself. Maybe you're not at that point yet and you'd just like to be a customer. I am all right with any of those things, but I'm very anxious to grow my business, and thank you so much for watching today. Have a wonderful evening.